Hello everyone, my name is Angel Kameli and I'm a small business owner of a business called Wonderful Creations LA. To my returning subscribers, welcome back. And if you're new, allow me to briefly introduce myself. My name is Angel Kameli and I'm a small business owner of a business called Wonderful Creations LA. I provide services to the public such as photography, I do videography, content creating, housekeeping, and I do much more. On my channel, I talk about grants, business talk, news updates, I do tutorials, and I do vlogs. Today's video is very exciting because I'm going to be talking about the EDD UI California extension benefits. If you're receiving unemployment and you're unsure as to what to do, you saw an image like this. Then most definitely you want to check out this video, watch it to the end as I give you specific information that's available to the public in regards to what steps to take, what to expect, and what to do next. So if you're one of those Californians that are receiving benefits, you do not want to miss this video. Just a small disclaimer, you guys, I do want to put it out there. I am not a legal advisor. I do not work for the California Unemployment Development Department. I am not an affiliate. In this video, I am not giving you professional or legal advice. What I'm simply doing is reading the information that's located on the website and simplifying the information so you can understand it better. This video is designed for educational purposes as I give you my personal intake on what this information is communicating to us. Make sure to like this video, hit that subscribe button. These videos are designed with you in mind. I love helping people, and the way you can help me help you is by subscribing to my channel. Plus, I'm gonna be doing giveaways soon, so you most definitely do not want to miss this out. Please note, I will be linking all the information on my video description so you could see this information is accurate and authentic. And for future reference, you could check out the Unemployment Newsroom for future updates just like these. Before we dive into this subject, let's take a look at two important news updates I wanted to mention in my video. First order of business. Two important changes to the unemployment that need to be addressed. What I'm specifically looking at is the department issues update on launching the American Rescue Plan of 2021 to continue helping unemployment insurance claimants. As we can see here, this is a news release. It was updated March 18, 2021. Department issues update on launching the American Rescue Plan of 2021 to continue helping unemployment insurance claimants. Sacramento following last week, signing off the Federal American Rescue Plan. The Unemployment Development Department is taking action to roll out expanded federal unemployments, including continuing without interruption at extra $300 weekly payment for collecting state unemployment insurance. Now, the legislation is signed. The U.S. Department of Labor issued official guidance to states on Monday on how to implement the new law, making it clear that it expects states will need until the middle of April or later to implement new provisions. California is working to launch these new programs as quickly as possible. So these are the changes that we're seeing. A lot of people are wondering why when I go to the unemployment webpage, it shows on my claim that it's about to expire, or why does it show that there's an extension? Well, the reason as to that is there are changes that are affecting our new batch of benefits. So I know that this sounds kind of funny. Every time there's a new stimulus bill, there typically is a new pandemic assistance available for the Unemployment Development Department claimants. Thus, this is exactly what we're seeing right now. We're transitioning from one program to another program that's been implemented in the latest stimulus bill package. So this is an expectation itself. This is why we're seeing this new wave of change happening on our unemployment claim. Californians collecting their either regular state unemployment insurance UI or federal state extended duration FED continue to receive an extra $300 per week in benefits without interruption. This is really good. They're letting us know here that basically if you're getting these type of benefits, you will continue to receive an extra $300 a week in benefits without interruption. Next, we're reading, Californians can now file a new pandemic unemployment assistance claim. We will start receiving a minimum of $160 per week plus an extra $300 pandemic additional compensation PAC. These new claimants will also be able to provide income documentation to potentially increase this payment up to $450 a week starting April 10th, 2021. So we're circling back to the stimulus check. There was different laws signed in which enabled to be applied to our new pandemic assistance benefit. So obviously, if you're a Californian and you file a new unemployment assistance claim, then you could receive up to $167 per week plus an extra $300 pandemic additional compensation. As we're reading here, these new claimants will be able to provide the income documentation. So yes, you can receive $167 per week. In addition to that, if you do qualify to receive more, then they're gonna allow you to upload documents to potentially increase your payments up to $450 a week. Next, we read, Californians with existing or exhausted PUA claims will be able to certify for benefits by April 10, 2021, which is right around the corner. Californians with existing or exhausted pandemic emergency unemployment compensation, which is also known as a PEUC, benefits can expect EDD to begin automatically processing PEUC extensions with the additional weeks of benefits available certification by April 30th, 2021. If you're that type of claimant that's receiving pandemic emergency unemployment compensation, also known as PEUC, you can expect EDD to automatically process your extensions with additional weeks of benefits available for certification by April 30th, 2021. Eligible claimants will also receive benefits in the weeks in which they were not employed, even if department processing of those benefits becomes later. In other words, if you're an eligible claimant, then you will still receive benefits for weeks in which you were not employed. Next, we read the new American Rescue Plan extends the federal PUA benefits from 57 weeks up to 86 weeks. It adds 29 weeks of benefits to the PEUC extension, bringing that up to 53 weeks of benefits for those who reach the end of their regular state unemployment insurance. The American Rescue Plan also contains a new provision that exempts some unemployment benefits received in 2020 from federal taxation. The IRS issued an initial statement on the federal laws as well as the instructions on how to report unemployment benefits income on the federal tax form, including the new tax exclusion. The EDD will continue to provide updates about extended benefits and other federal provisions as they become available. What claimants need to know about their ends of their benefit year. Many Californians collecting regular unemployment insurance are coming up on the end of their initial 12-month claims for their unemployment benefits. As we're reading here, a lot of us are reaching the end of our ropes when it comes to unemployment benefits. This is what we should expect. They should expect to receive a notice from the EDD via their UI online account through the mail, advising that their claim has expired and they must reapply for a new claim if they are still not employed. In other words, you're going to get something through mail or through email verifying that you need to reapply. Also, consider not jumping into conclusions if you see your claim is still available and you see the dates have been extended. Then make sure that you contact the Unemployment Development Department to verify if you're one of those people that needs to file a new claim or open a new claim or reapply for an existing claim. If you would like to learn how to contact the Unemployment Development Department with a much faster response rate, make sure to check out these videos as I teach you how to contact them without being on the phone for hours. You may also feel free to check out my other video as I go in depth on how to contact them via phone. The reason that I'm telling you this is the last thing you want to do is jump into conclusions, make a mistake, and potentially put you in a place where you do not want to be. Depending on their situation and eligibility status, the EDD will either move them to a new regular state UI claim or connect them to any newly extended federal benefits that they may qualify to receive. Claimants are encouraged to monitor the EDD Federal's Unemployment Benefits webpage for more information and further details as they become available. For the latest data released today on unemployment claim activity in California, visit the EDD online newsroom. Now that has been established, the reason that I'm showing you this information is because this is linked to the reason why we're seeing the benefits being extended on their own, or you have to take further action by opening up a new claim. They're letting us know what we should expect, what is included with the new extensions, and what to do following if you're one of those claimants that needs to apply for a new claim. Now we're going to be moving on to the next update that I wanted to share with you guys. This is another news release located on the Unemployment Development State of California website news. Starting March 24th, 2021, this is a date that it was published. As we can see here, EDD confirms millions of Californians can still receive benefits during transition to American Rescue Plan launch. What we're seeing here, ladies and gentlemen, is that this is a transition. The only difference is the American Rescue Plan launch is a different program. Thus, there's different criteria that we all have to follow, and that's what's being implemented here. This is why we're seeing a change right now. A lot of Americans, a lot of people are worried. They're like, what do I do? I'm seeing this on my unemployment screen. What do I do next? Should I reapply for a new claim? What I always like to tell people when they're in situations where they're not super familiar with what's going on, first of all, do your research. This is why I'm showing you guys this website, because any future updates, you can always check out that website. If you guys can't understand what you're reading or you need further guidance, go onto my channel and check out the new videos that I post, because I always want to give you guys the best information out there. Sacramento following Thursday's updates on the launch of American Rescue Plan. The Unemployment Development Department (EDD) today released further details about efforts to help many Americans continue receiving benefits under federal unemployment benefits as a new requirement programming is implemented. During the transition to this new launch of the American Rescue Plan, they want to make things right. As we experienced a couple months ago, the EDD was backed up. When President Biden was signed into presidency, we all witnessed through the Unemployment Development Department that there was lack of communication, and on top of that, they weren't paying our benefits on time, meaning there was a big gap in their presidency. Thus, there wasn't enough time for us to get paid because there was a new law signed into the stimulus bill and the old law was already expiring. With that being said, they're trying to mend their errors. They're trying to fix everything. They're trying to make this process a smoother process. Approximately 95% of the 1.2 million people collecting on an PUA claim and nearly half of the 1.4 million collecting on the existing PEUC claim will continue to receive payments without delay as long as they had a balance remaining on their claim on March 14th and otherwise remain eligible. What we want to focus on is the wording here. They're pretty much saying as long as you are on your PUC claim or PUA claim and have a remaining balance from March 14th and otherwise remaining eligible. Here are the further updates on the 4 main categories of benefits detailed last week. Existing and exhausted PUA claims. Approximately 95% of the 1.2 million people collecting an existing PUA claim will continue to be able to certify and receive payments if eligible. If this information is applicable to you, then you will continue to receive these benefits, plus the extra $300 federal payment based on the balance remaining on their claim. The remaining 5% that exhausted all their PUA benefits will be getting texts, UI notifications, or mail notices by April 10, 2021, if not sooner, about when to certify for benefits. If you fall into that 5%, in which they're going to be sending you text notifications, UI online notifications, or by mail by April 10, 2021, if not sooner, those are the people that will get notifications when to certify for your benefit. Okay, before we move on to number 2, if you fall into this percentage or this group of people, this is giving you a preview of what you need to do next or what you should be expecting. Existing and exhausted PEUC claims. Approximately 47% of the 1.4 million collecting an existing PEUC claim will continue to collect benefits if eligible that have exhausted all PEUC extension benefits will be phased in between April 10th and April 30th. Let's review this information and simplify it for you. So if you're one of those people that has an existing PEUC claim, you will continue to collect benefits if you're eligible. Plus, you will receive the $300 federal payments. First, we have your weekly allowance or your bi-weekly allowance that's from the state. Next, we have the PEUC claim, which is the federal money that you're given because of the pandemic. Here, they're just letting you know if you're one of those people that falls into those categories, then you will not have a delay. The remaining claimants that have exhausted all their PEUC extensions benefits will be phased in between April 10th and April 30. Number 3, regular or FED-ED claims. Claimants on regular state unemployment insurance UI or federal state extensions duration continue to receive the extra $300 federal payments without interruption. If you're one of those people that's receiving regular unemployment or FED claims, then you should have no issues on receiving the extra $300 federal payment without interruptions. Number 4, new PUA claims. Any claims for PUA benefits will automatically be applied retroactively at a minimum level of $167 per week plus the extra $300 federal payment. So if you're a new claimant and you get on PUA benefit, you will be able to start filing for that. This information only applies to you if you're eligible for this type of benefits. By April 10th, claimants may become eligible for a higher weekly benefit amount based on their income information reported on their application and would automatically be applied retroactively. This is giving an awareness that claimants may become eligible for a higher weekly benefit amount based on their income information reported on their application. Claimants should monitor their UI online accounts or by mail if they have paper filers for updates on when they could start certifying for benefits as transitions to them by extended. In addition, EDD has provided a federal benefits availability chart to help Californians understand what benefits are available and for what periods of time they may face unemployment during this COVID-19 pandemic. We also encourage people to monitor the federal unemployment benefits webpage for future details as they become available. This sums up the 2 important news updates that I wanted to put you guys on. This is why we're seeing the changes on our unemployment. If you got a notification through your unemployment inbox or you saw your unemployment claim and it states, please make sure to reapply for a new claim. This is letting you know why, because there's a new program by the name of the American Rescue Plan that's launching soon, and In order for us to have a smooth process and get paid while we're transitioning, they want to give us an awareness of what actions to take if it applies to your specific situation. I'm so glad that we covered these news updates because now I can move on to our favorite part of the video. We're going to be talking about what steps to take depending on your specific circumstance. In order for you to understand the course of action you need to take, we need to find out what is your claim type. What type of claim are you receiving from the Unemployment Development Department? The reason that I'm asking you guys this is because this is going to indicate what type of course of action you need to take. First, what you want to do is log into your account. After logging into your account, you want to click on the 1099G tab. What we're looking at here is tab A, section 1. It's going to tell you what type of benefits you have been receiving from the Unemployment Development Department. After finding out what kind of claim you have, first we're going to cover the benefit year end topic, then we're going to dive into the apply for a new claim, and lastly, what I'm going to be covering is what type of category you fall under. If you fall into one of those following categories that I'm going to mention in the next phase of this video, it's going to teach you what to do based on the type of claim you have. We had to find out what type of claim you had in order to understand what the Unemployment Development Department wants you to do next. As we can see here on the website, this states the benefit year end. Your benefit year is the 12 months after you filed your new claim or benefit. If your benefit year ends, you must apply for a new claim even if you're on an extension. Please note, if you're on an Unemployment Development Department Assistance PUA claim, you do not need to apply for a new claim. You can find your benefit year end date by logging onto the Unemployment online and viewing your claim summary. Your benefit year end date is 12 months after you start your benefit year. These are the groups of people that need to apply for a new claim. If your benefits are maxed out and your year end date already hit, and if you have regular unemployment claims, then you must apply for a new claim. If you have been receiving Pandemic Emergency Unemployment Compensation, also known as a PEUC extension, if your year has ended, you must file a new claim. If your year has not ended and it's still going forth, then you don't have to file a new claim. Next, we're seeing the Federal State Extension Duration, FED-ED extension. If your benefit year has ended and you're on the Federal State Extension Duration, also known as a FED-ED extension, then you must file for a new claim. We will let you know if you qualify for a new regular unemployment claim and any steps you need to take. We may move you to a new claim and a federal extension to your expired claim or continue you on your existing extension. You will receive an email or a text message when your new claim is processed. This usually takes 2 or 3 weeks. We are working as quickly as possible to process a high volume of claims during COVID-19. This is what I personally witnessed. I had to wait 2 or 3 weeks, if not longer, but that's just procedure that's typical for the Unemployment Development Department to use. And they're letting us know here that they're working as quickly as possible to process a high volume of claims during the COVID-19. Next, we have the regular unemployment claims. If you qualify for a new unemployment claim, you will be moved to that claim. If they notice that you're eligible to receive a different claim, then they'll automatically switch you over to that claim. But if you do not qualify for a new claim, you may qualify for a PUEC extension. Next, we're going to cover the Pandemic Emergency Unemployment Compensation PEUC extensions. This is for all those that have those extensions that are showing on their unemployment page. It's showing that you have an extension, it's showing that you have more benefits. This is targeting those groups of people. So if you're one of those people, this is for you. If you qualify for a new unemployment claim, but the weekly benefit amount is less than what you're receiving or earning on your PUEC extension, you will finish collecting the rest of your PUEC extension. Then we will switch you over to a new unemployment claim. This is really good news because This is a common issue a lot of people are facing. I saw a lot of videos, a lot of pictures on different websites that people were concerned about this particular topic. There's a lot of people on PUEC extensions, and they're letting us know here, if you do qualify for a new claim, but there's a contradiction, right? Your weekly benefit amount is less than what you are earning from the PUEC extension. First, what's gonna happen is you're gonna finish your extension. You're gonna max it out. After those benefits have been maximized, you receive all those benefit amounts. Then what's gonna happen next is they're gonna switch you to a new unemployment claim if you qualify. I'm trying to make this as simple and easy and smooth as possible for you guys. So if you're on an unemployment compensation PEUC extension and you see that your benefits are almost going to be maxed out, but they're not completely, you're seeing whatever amount you have for the remaining week, they're letting us know here that what they're going to have you do is get all those benefits. If you're eligible to receive that same claim or a new claim, then they're automatically going to switch you over to that. If you do not qualify for a new unemployment claim, you will continue collecting the rest of your PUEC claim. Then we will add the additional 29 weeks of PUEC benefits available with the new federal legislation. This is such a key factor right here. This is why I'm giving you guys all this information. I gave you these 2 updates earlier because this is all linked up to this specific moment. This is why we're seeing these changes on our unemployment page. They're letting us know that the new federal legislation has been signed into law, and because of that, they're implementing new rules, trying to make this process as smooth as possible. So when and as we're transitioning, we know what to expect. Next, we're going to be covering the federal state extended duration, also known as the FED-ED extension. If you qualify for a new unemployment claim, we will move you to that claim or back to your PEUC extension based on the federal guidance. If you don't qualify for a new unemployment claim, you will continue collecting FED-ED benefits. Then we will move you back to your PEUC extension with the additional 29 weeks of benefits available with the new federal legislation. Hopefully you guys understood that, but to make it a little bit more simple, if you qualify for a new unemployment claim, the key word here we're looking at is if you qualify for a new claim. Right? If you're one of those people that qualifies for a new unemployment claim and you've been receiving the federal state extension duration, also known as the FED-ED, they will move you to that claim or they will move you back to your PEUC extension based on the federal guidance. If you don't qualify for a new unemployment claim, you will continue collecting the rest of your FED benefits. Then we will move you back to your PEUC extension with the additional 29 weeks of benefits available with the new federal legislation. Now let's address those people that are receiving the PUA claims. Pandemic unemployment assistance. At the end of your benefit year, we will check if you qualify for a new unemployment claim based on your wages earned over the last 18 months. If you qualify, we will move you to a new claim and notify you. If you don't qualify, you will remain on your PUA claim. This only applies to those people if you have not reached the end of your benefit year. A lot of people applied March, April 2020. If you're one of those claimants that has not reached the end of your benefit year, then what's going to happen is you're going to be on that claim until you get to your end of year. Then this is when this information is going to be applicable to you. At the end of your benefit year, they're going to basically check if you qualify for a new claim based on your wages earned. So all of this PUA claim is determined and revolves around how much wages you're earning within the last 18 months. As mentioned earlier in this part of this video, I know I say that a lot, but I always like to reference the information that they gave us. They're letting us know this information now because there's a possibility that you could be eligible to receive a higher amount or a lower amount, or if not, they're just going to exclude you and take you off and put you back onto where you were at. Now that we hit the end of this video, let's go over the information we just read. First, we learned how to identify what type of claim we have, After we have successfully identified the type of claim we have, now we can go into the unemployment charts website and see what kind of action we need to take. After finding out what action to take next, now we're able to have clarity and understand what to expect the following weeks with the new changes that have been updated on the unemployment website. We also learned what to do when our extension ends and who are the groups of people that need to reapply for a new claim. Alright you guys, this concludes this video. Thank you so much for being awesome and watching it to the very end. I'm hopeful that this information was very beneficial for you. If you know anybody that's in need of this information, do not hesitate to share it with them. A lot of Americans are facing difficulties, especially in these trying times. Unfortunately, the Unemployment Development Department is not really good at communicating to us what to expect. I'm making great content like this just so you know what to look forward to, what steps to take, and to give you the best possible information. And that's why I'm giving you guys updates so you guys can be on the lookout on what to do, what steps to take, and what would be the best course of action for your personal needs. As always, my name is Angel Kameli with Wonderful Creations LA. I appreciate your support in advance, and I'll catch you on the next video as I share more valuable content just like this to bless your timeline.